Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites. My name is Clifton, and it's my motherfucking birthday. Just kidding, almost. But tonight we are celebrating my birthday weekend, the start of it, an early start, with some of my favorite pours. I thought, what better people to spend it with than the people that I spend pretty much every other day of the year with, anyways, this amazing community. So I thought I would come on, drink a little bit. Hopefully, you guys have some good pours out as well, and celebrate my birthday because who else allows me to drink so much alcohol and get away with it? Or who else would not judge me for that? I mean, I know it's my birthday and all, but like y'all know what's up. So I have some really great pours tonight. Some of these I haven't revisited in a while. Some of these, no, I've tried them all. I don't have anything new to me, but I'm really, really excited to get into these and so happy to be here with you guys. So sorry for the delay. My camera was doing some weird thing where it was like zoomed like really far in and like I even all the way out. And I'm like, I'm turning 30. Like I cannot be that close to the camera. You'll see all this that you're not supposed to see. So I'm like, I got to restart, and it fixed it. So I'm not sure what that was all about. So yeah, so you get to see me in widescreen form. So it's not so close on my face. Too old for that now. But hello, everyone. Welcome to another Thursday night chaotic stream. I want to say hello to a few folks, Fred Gilbert and James Taylor in the chat. Swan made it. Awesome, Swan. Glad to see you made it. James Taylor is here as well. And of course, Donnie calling me out being 1 minute late. Oh, Donnie. It's all good. Can't get the bus started. Now, the Cliffy bus has not indulged yet. So I need a little bit of fuel to get the Cliffy bus going. So I'll get something in my glass here in just a second. Tony Baggy Donuts is in the chat. Prescription Bourbon says happy 30th. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sugar Kitty's here as well. Steven Sussman, 5-finger high five. High five to you, my friend. Let's see who else is here. Emily's here, and our first freaking super chat of the night comes from none other than Tony Bagadonuts, supporter and patron of the channel. Tony says, "Happy birthday, Cliffy! Da 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 da. The Cliffy bus is coming, and everybody's chugging. I don't know the rest of the words, but that's yes. Cliffy needs some more again fuel to keep the singing going. So if y'all want to hear me sing again, which you probably don't, I need something in my glass. I appreciate the chance. And of course, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I know that today's gonna be a bit loose of a stream, just drinking and hanging out. But again, I just wanted to kind of celebrate a little bit early with you guys. May the 4th be with you all as well. Yes, I realize it's May the 4th. I wish I had some Star Wars whiskey. I don't think there's a few like space whiskey things I've seen, but I'm like, I'm gonna go buy those bottles for one day of the year. Alexander is here as well. Good to see you. Mike Meyer, hello, welcome. Makeup. Oh no, it's just good lighting. Good lighting. Yeah. So I was looking in my cabinet. I was like, okay, what can I bring out? What special bottles can I bring out for this stream? I was like, you know what? I'm turning 30. Do I have any bottles from maybe my birth year? No, I haven't been so lucky. But you know what I do have? A whiskey twice as old as me. I have a 1963 Jim Beam here. It's actually older. It's 175 months. So do the math. I can't. 86 proof Jim Beam. So you know what? Maybe I can't find some 30-year-old whiskey, but I found some 60-year-old bottle. I'll say the whiskey's not 60 years old, but I feel like that's a good place to start. 86 proof. By the way, this was from a decanter, but it's very, very clear. So no worries there. Yeah, I haven't had this one in a while. I bought it from a friend that does a bunch of estate sales. So he buys a bunch of old decanters. He likes the decanters, but he also sells the whiskey because he's like, I have more than enough vintage whiskey. So I bought this from him, and yeah, haven't tried it in a while. Eric says, cheers. Well, cheers to you, Eric. Hope you have something good in your glass as well. Remember to lick the like and like the lick. It tastes like birthday cake. Well, that's a little I was, speaking of birthday cake, I was just thinking, I was like, oh, I should have brought out my whiskey or the whiskeychannel.com, their Obtainium that has the sprinkles on top, the brain candy. I was like, oh, that would have been a good birthday pour, but your comment just reminded me of that. Oh well, maybe for the after party. That bottle is just a hair older than me. Are you planning on having some peat? There is some peat. I had a friend judge me. I posted on Facebook. I was like, all right, I get to drink whatever I want to because it's my birthday. And they're like, I'm imagining there's going to be a bunch of corn. Well, I'm like, well, screw you, Vadim. Just kidding. Love you. But no, it's not going to be all corn whiskey. I do have some peated. I have one peated bottle and one Irish whiskey I'm going to drink tonight. But I'm going to start off with bourbon because that's my my tried and true happy place. So Tony, yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure, like, for some reason I wasn't showing your super chat, and I definitely featured it, so all good. I think I caught it late. So but yeah, thank you so much, Tony, for the super chat. Are you planning? Oh yeah, that's okay. Sorry, scrolling back down. Happy birthday! Thank you so much, David. And Rex Lugo says happy name day. Cliffy, enjoy. Yes, I am very not excited to turn 30. New decades are never fun, but people say the 30s are the best years of their life. We'll see. My 20s have been pretty all right for the most part, so we'll see where the 30s bring me. Do y'all have any life advice? Let's make this inspirational. What if you could revisit yourself in your 30s? What advice would you give yourself? Or for those of you that are in your 30s now, like what warnings do you have? Or those of you younger, what I don't know. There's not very many of you that are younger than me in the chat. So those of you that are younger, stay tuned for the advice too, I guess. All right, the nose on this 1963 Jim Beam. It's very different than what most Jim Beam that's out today is. It's got a little bit of the nuttiness, but to me it's more like caramel. Like it's super super sweet. It's like making me like salivate. I almost like spit. But yeah, really making me salivate. Really sweet caramel. A little bit like peanut brittle, but not nearly as nutty as some Jim Beam we get today. So let's give it a try. Cheers, y'all, and thank y'all for celebrating with me. Now, while I said it didn't smell like the nuttiness of Jim Beam, it has the flavor. I mean, this really does drink like a Knob Creek. It's older. It's 175 months. So doing the math in my head, I assume that's like what, 14 years, which is really old for 1963 whiskey. I had no idea there was a demand for whiskey that old. But yeah, it's delicious. It drinks like a really good older Knob Creek. Now, what's funny is what is 175 months? Like, because I have an 18-year-old Knob Creek. That's the 100 proof. I might do a little comparison later on if y'all are interested. How does 18-year-old Knob Creek 100 proof compare to 14, 15-year-old Jim Beam? That could be fun. I don't know. Let me know if y'all are interested. Might do that. Some of the advice is rolling in. 30 is the new 50. Oh, that's not fun. Don't say that, Donnie. Only one more decade into that midlife crisis Porsche. Oh my God. I'm already like thinking like, I do want a new car. I don't need a new car. My car's paid off, but like, I'm like, but I see so many pretty cars on the road. So maybe I'm going to have or little past quarter life crisis or an early midlife crisis. My advice is don't get old. Well, Donnie, try my best here. Adam says, happy birthday. A little late joining, but howdy, everyone. Howdy to you, Adam. I don't know why I said Donnie. I was thinking back to the chat. But Adam, good to see you. Hope to see you on the hangout after. Tony said, I'd love to go back to my 20s. Best advice is stay active and don't get fat. Well, I am not very active. I will say, though, I'm pretty proud of myself. Since June or July of last year, I've lost about 20 pounds, which is pretty cool. I don't know. I didn't change up like exercising. Like I'm still lazy as crap, but like I did control my calories and eating and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm like down 20 pounds, which is like, I'm basically back to like a little bit over, but almost back to my pre-COVID weight, which is where I hovered at for most of my life. So working on it, still got a little bit to go. I did have a very large lunch today at the office because we have to go into the office now on Thursdays. Fun stuff, but I did have good food, so I'm not going to complain too much. But yeah, so I got to get back on track. But almost 20 pounds. That's the goal, though. Steven says, happy birthday. 30 is not old. I know. Starting to feel that way. Having your birthday on May the 4th be with you is awesome. Well, it's not actually my birthday today, but my birthday is this weekend, and it's going to be my last live stream before my birthday. So, but that would be pretty cool. It's close enough. My advice in my own case would be to start the minoxidil now. I don't know what that is. Maybe I should look it up. I'm not familiar with what that is, but I'll look into it. Caleb says, happy birthday. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that. Prescription Bourbon with another freaking super chat. There's no way that Cliffy is turning 30, Clifton. Oh, Cliffy, we don't know. Cliffy basically is ageless. Like Cliffy comes on sometimes, he's flirting with people he shouldn't be flirting with. He's not paying attention. Like he has a bit of like forgetfulness. So Cliffy is an enigma. Clifton is turning 30. Tony says 5 months short of 15 years. Okay. I'm I was close. I wish I had the Knob Creek 15, but I don't have that one. Peter Prankster, what is up, Adam? Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. If y'all don't follow Peter Prankster on TikTok, he has a really fun channel, has like millions of followers now. But he and I are long friends. We used to be buddies on like YouTube before YouTube blew up. So Adam or Peter, good to see you. And yeah, hope you're doing well. All right. Let's see. Honest advice: go aggressive in your 401k and open a Roth IRA. Well, hey, I do have a Roth IRA. I was a little too aggressive with my 401k, and then I got laid off. I'm like, oh crap, I don't have any savings. So I've toned that down a bit, but good advice. Good advice. Definitely the Roth IRA. I'm looking at cars now. Bad time, low supply, and prices are too high. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely a tough time to buy. Same with houses as well. Keep just being yourself. Live how you want. Don't sweat the numbers. Well, I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you so much. It's hair. Oh, Rogaine. Okay, I got y'all. I got y'all. I see now. No problem, man. Hey, keep in touch. It's been a minute since we chatted. I'd love to catch up and see what you're up to these days. Yeah, this 1963 Jim Beam is pretty amazing, though. It's not every day you have a 60-year-old bourbon. But what better day than my freaking birthday weekend? So, where should we move to next, right? I grabbed a bunch of my favorite things. I don't want to go too hard on proof too quickly because we're pretty much going up in proof from here, right? We don't have any hazmat stuff, but we got some really high proof stuff. So where should we go? I think I know where I want to go next. Yeah, that's a good one. We're going to go ahead and move on to one of my favorite bottles. I won it in a lottery, not last year, the year before. This is the very first batch of Russell's 13. 57.4% ABV. So, God, I don't know what's going on inside, but apologies for the apologies for the sound. 114.8 proof. So, Russell's, I feel like, is a great birthday pour. It's getting relatively low, but I'm excited to get into it. So let me finish the Jim Beam. Yeah, hold off if you're able. Well, don't worry. I'll be holding off for a very long time living in Los Angeles. That's what sucks. It's like, I love living out here so much, but also like, will I be able to buy a house? I don't know. I'm looking for an apartment right now, like closer to my work, because right now my commute kills me. It's like an hour and a half each way. 3 days a week, that's 9 hours of my life on the road. I can't complain because some people have it a lot worse, but like, oof, it's taking a toll on me. I'm Asian. I feel 40 years old now versus 30. All right, let's give this a nose. The Russell's 13. This one just, ever since the moment I had it the first time, I had to get a bottle. That's why I put it at the top of my list, or not the very top, but close to the top of my list for the lottery that year. So this was not last year, but the year before. It's just really freaking good for retail price. I mean, of course, secondary is a bit crazy, but retail on this one is like, it's just delicious. The only turkey that I've had that's better than this was the single rick house. I had to pour that thanks to a brand wrap, and it blew my mind. But this is pretty dang close. Cheers, y'all. Oh man, I will say, thinking back to that single rick house, I think actually these two are pretty on par. It's the newest Russell's 13 that I think is a little bit not as good as this and the single rick house. I actually have a pour of the second batch of Russell's 13. I didn't plan to do this as a comparison, but this is a big shout out to our friend Independent Joe. Let me see if I have that over here. Hold on. He sent it to me a while back. All right. This is the second Russell's 13 year. This is the batch 2. I have another glass here. We'll do a little comparison. Why not, right? This should probably be like a separate video, but exclusive for you guys. Which Russell's 13 is better? The original or batch 2? Got them both poured. I'll get caught up in the chat before let them open up a bit. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. Cheers to you, my friend. Even at 40, you would still be a puppy. Well, I appreciate that. Before COVID, or my commute was an average of an hour each way, 2 to 3 days a week. I feel your pain. Yeah. I've been getting into really been really getting into audiobooks. So books that I've always wanted to read or listen to that I've never had a chance to. Right now I'm listening to I think it's called The Shadows of the Titanic or Secrets of the Titanic. It's a bunch of survivor stories. What happened to people after the ship sank. There's some crazy stuff. Like there's some people that like fortune tellers told them that they would like be on they would be in a shipwreck, they would survive an earthquake, but they would die in an automobile accident. And I'll just say their fate was pretty freaking close to that. So it's some pretty crazy stories. It's written by a historian. It's called Shadow of the Titanic. So if y'all are looking for some like weird history, that's a fun one. Reducing wasted time on things like commutes is one of the best things you can do. Yeah, I'm new to the world of commuting. I previously lived 15 minutes from work, which was fantastic. My issue is now like, do I want to up and relocate for this job? And then, I mean, I've only been there for like what, 7, almost 8 months now. So I don't know if I'm ready to commit to living closer to it just for this job, but we'll see. We'll see where I'm at, after being it for a year. I'm loving it so far, but it's a weird time for the entertainment industry. I know that with the writer strikes going on, and it's a lot of uneasiness or uncertainty across the industry. So yeah, hopefully things get better, hopefully things work out for everyone. And yeah, I'm just hopeful that things stay good and I can live a little closer to the office one day. Let's see what's going on. Since I am back in the office now, it's anywhere from 45 minutes to 90 minutes each way, depending on the shift I'm on. Yeah. Like I left a little early today and it was only like 45, 50 minutes back, but normally it's like an hour and a half. So it's not fun. Alexander Drought says, if you like that look at tasting history on the Titanic, Max goes into the menus on all the classes of the Titanic. I share some fascinating stories. I think I've seen one or two of those videos. It's a YouTube channel, right? I'm for those of you who don't know, I'm absolutely obsessed with the history of the Titanic, which is funny because I know Ken from Scotch Down Under is as well. It's some weird thing where both lovers of whiskey and lovers of the Titanic. I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe, are we the only ones? Maybe like, but like it may not just be the Titanic. It may just be like a history thing, right? Like you love whiskey, you love learning about the history of it, the figures behind it, the history of, moonshining and things like that. Maybe it's a connection to history rather than a specific event. For me, it's the Titanic, but maybe for you, it's something else. So let me know, what weird historical fact or event are you not, I don't want to say obsessed with because we're not all crazy like me, but are you attached to and you really love learning about? I'd love to hear in the chat. Just glad to not pay for fuel with my fleet car. Yeah, I do pay for fuel. My husband has an electric car and I have a regular gas car, but I don't want us to both have electric cars just because, like, I mean, right now we live in California, so like we can get anywhere with electric, it's fine. But like if we ever moved, I would not like to have two electric cars, especially if we move back east from where I'm from. There's electric chargers are few and far between in South Carolina. So it's like, I don't know. I love having one, but I think two might be a bit much. But maybe I should learn to drive his and drive it to work. It definitely saved me a lot of money. Yeah, it's a YouTube channel. He cooks the dishes and shares stories. It's really interesting to see really fancy dishes 100 years ago. Oh yeah, I like I said, I've seen some of it. It's really, really cool. All right, let's do this Russell's comparison. I know y'all have been waiting, so let me retry the first batch, the Russell's 13 batch 1. Just really oaky. That's the biggest thing. Wild Turkey doesn't typically read as oaky as this does to me. This one, you can tell there's so much age and so much depth of character there. The typical spiciness of Wild Turkey is a little bit muted behind that oak, but I don't mind. Y'all know I'm a lover. I'm a wood lover. I could just drink. I could just taste wood all day. So let's try the Russell's 13 second batch. Let's give it a nose first. This is my first time having this, actually. So again, thank you so much to Independent Joe. Y'all go check out his channel. He just had his 50th birthday celebration. I submitted a video for it. I watched a little bit of the live stream. I wasn't able to stick around the whole time, but really awesome guy. Y'all go show him some love, support him, and give him a subscribe as well. After you've subscribed here, of course. All right, nosing the Russell's 13 batch 2. Okay, similar. A little bit more, has a little bit more of like a zest, like an orange zest or like a lemon zest on it. The first one didn't necessarily have that. The first one smelled just straight up wood. The second one, though, it's a little more cocktail-like. Maybe a little bit of like an old fashioned with like the orange oils on it. There's still some oak there. Like, don't get me wrong, you can tell this is still a really nicely aged bourbon, but a bit different of a nose. So let's try it out. Russell's Reserve 13-year batch 2. Also really oak forward. Ooh, that's better than the last time I had it. That one to me is like richer. It's like a chocolatey, darker flavor. Again, not the typical turkey spice. Really long finish. Wow. Maybe the first time I had it, maybe I was just having an off day. That's really good. I feel like I've been kind of crapping on the second batch, but like, um, yeah, that's first time doing side by side. I've never done side by side before. I'm gonna go back to the regular, the original. I'll say both of them are dry. If you don't like a dry bourbon, you may not like these. I love a dry bourbon. But that one's okay. I'm starting to feel like I was mistaken saying that like one was significantly better than the other. These are both pretty fantastic. I think they both have an equal finish. I think I was missing the finish on the first one until I tried the second one. I will say, flavor wise, the original batch to me is more oak forward. The second batch to me has that oak, but it has a bit more richness in other ways. It's a darker flavor. It's a more I guess I could say full bodied. It still has the same finish, but it's a little more full bodied. Not quite as oaky, but what it lacks in like the intense oak, it makes up for with other rich flavors. I think I think tonight, my opinion tonight is I think I might like the second batch a little bit better. They're both absolutely fantastic. If you can get them for retail, do it. Just don't look back, do it. Even maybe a little bit above, but both are very, very good. And thank you again, Joe, for providing that sample. Fred said he felt like the batch one was lacking in the wood department. Oh, interesting. Huh. I to me it's more oaky, but yeah, I think it's definitely different from any wild turkey I've ever had. I think wild turkey is typically spicy, and this one doesn't have that spice. It's so much more richer and darker than I would have imagined. Oh, thanks, Emily, for dropping that playlist. Bonus birthday thumbs up. Smash that button, y'all. Hey, I'll appreciate it. I was going to say, like, I looked at my subscriber count. And I got excited. Then I realized, like, oh, we're still a little bit further away than I thought. So I thought we were close to 4,000 subscribers, but we're actually, let me check. Yeah, we're 111 away. I thought we were only 11 away. I got excited, but yeah. So if you have not hit the subscribe button, hey, love if you could do so. We're getting there. We'll get there eventually. Maybe in 2028 we'll get to 4,000 because it's been slow lately. But I appreciate all y'all that come back week to week. I really, really do appreciate it. So if it's because you're more mature now, you can appreciate both. Maybe so. Maybe so. Do your taste buds get better at tasting whiskey the older you get? I would assume it'd probably be the opposite, right? Like if you started drinking whiskey when you're a baby, you're pulling out all these flavors, and now when you're like 30, you're like, tastes like wood. Not that I encourage babies to drink whiskey, especially not 114 proof. Let them start with 86. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Let me finish off this Russell's, and then let's move on to another special bottle. Oh, so good. Did a little whiskey shimmy there in honor of women of, or no, sorry, I saw the comment. Adriana Whiskey Mountains. Women of Whiskeys, I preemptively read your comment. Birthday bash in almost 4K. Amazing. Oh, well, thank you so much, Michelle. Y'all make sure to check out Women of Whiskeys. They go live on Wednesday nights. They do really fun streams, whether they're doing the Criminals and Cocktails special stream or just their regular stuff. I popped in for a moment last night. They were dressed up in their derby gear. They were adorable. Kathy Jo and Michelle. Watch the replay. I didn't get to stick around for too long. I was working a bit late, but it was so good to see them on. So y'all go subscribe to Women of Whiskeys. Like people, I try to enjoy each bottle for what it brings. Like people, some do tend to bring more to me. I got you. I got you there, James. Cheers to that. They can drink 74 proof Jim Beam white though. Might as well not have any alcohol content. 74 proof. Oh man, the poor Aussies. The poor Aussies. Well, wait till you come to the US. You get all your fill of cast strength. Speaking of cast strength, let's up the proof, shall we? We're going to move to high proof, and not all these are high proof. Yeah, we'll stick to bourbon first. Let's move on to my favorite, another lottery winning bottle. I got this 2 or 3 years ago now. Forget when it came out, but this is the Parker's Heritage Heavy Char 10-year bourbon, 120 proof. Yeah, just 10-year-old good Heaven Hill goodness. I love Heaven Hill. Probably my favorite distillery. Parker's Heritage is their limited edition line, and this bottle is no exception. It's absolutely delicious. Well, I feel like I've been talking a lot about myself and not about you guys. What are y'all drinking? Do y'all have any special pours? Are you celebrating with me and just cheersing me in honor? Now, don't tell me you have like some amazing, incredible bottle like Pappy 20 and you're like, oh, I'm drinking this in your honor. I'm like, oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't have that. But let me know what you're drinking. I'd love to know in the chat. Jim Beam White is perfectly acceptable. Under $20 is fine, but I personally dropped the extra 5 for black. Same, or even the distillers. What was it called? Distiller's Cut, if that's still a thing. Yeah, I like that one for sure. We cracked the 139.6 proof Bourbon Baller Lee's ECBP pick last weekend. And geez, is it hot? Yeah, I love me some ECBP. I didn't grab one tonight because I had this Parker's Heritage, but yeah, one of my favorites. Donnie says, I'm having Penelope Barrel Strength Rye store pick. Nice. Is that the toasted or is it just the regular barrel? I don't think I've barrel strength rye. I don't think I've seen that. I've seen the toasted, but I didn't know. I've had the barrel strength bourbon. I didn't know they had a barrel strength rye release. Ooh, yeah. This is like changing things up a bit. 10 years old, a little bit younger than the Russells. It's going in a different direction. It's going a little more. I don't want to say yeasty, but it's. I've always said Heaven Hill kind of has more of a bread quality to it. I do really like this nose. It's definitely very different than the Russells. Let's give it a try. Cheers, y'all. Oh, okay. The nose is still kind of warming up, I think. I may have just poured it and drank it too quickly because I can't have this in the glass too long. This is so nice. It's like an Elijah Craig, but it's like it has a little bit more of that toasty kind of like, it's heavy char barrels, so it has a little bit more of that like marshmallowy sweetness. Not quite as smoky as I kind of thought it would be. I've had the rye. I think the rye is a little bit smokier. This is still really good though. It's not quite like a toasted barrel, but it has some of those hints that I really like about it. Sorry, I'm going to be behind the chat. I'm trying to catch up. Seriously, need a cat nap. Happy birthday again. Thank you so much, Sugar Kitty. Get some sleep, and cheers to you, my friend. I love the Parker's Harry Char Bourbon so much. Me too. Adam said, now that's a bottle I need to pour some of tonight. Clifton, I'll pour the Parker's Heavy Char Bourbon next. Awesome, Adam. Well, cheers to you. Yeah, enjoy that. Women of Whiskey said, I drank way too much on our stream last night, having a vodka mojito tonight. Nice. Vodka mojito. I don't think I've tried it that way. I usually just use I will say, like, I love a mojito. I don't like Bacardi, which I know most places use as like their base silver rum or white rum. I prefer I either use plantation white rum or I use Dorley's, which our friend Swan turned me on to. I just, it's something about Bacardi, like it tastes my flavor, like there's a flavor in it that I don't like, and every time I have it I can immediately tell, oh, that's Bacardi. So I like dismissed mojitos for a long time, but then I switched out the rum that I used for them, and oh my god, so much better. So not the saying it's bad, it's just for me it's not like my favorite type of rum. Sorry, Adriana, I know it's Puerto Rican, but I'm sure there's other Puerto Rican rum that's just as good or better. So coffee, as I have to head to work in an hour. Well, yeah, definitely don't join me in a pour, but maybe join me in a pour on my actual birthday virtually somewhere. You'll be there. You'll be celebrating before me in Australia anyways. Independent Joe, happy birthday. I was gonna say happy birthday to you. Well, happy belated birthday to you. Joe, I was actually drinking your sample earlier. I poured a little bit of my Russell's 13 batch 1, and I poured your sample that you gave me of the Russell's 13 batch 2. Did a little side-by-side, and I was blown away because last time I had Russell's Reserve 13 batch 2, I was under the impression that I didn't like it as much as the one, but I had never done a side-by-side, so I just did it earlier, like literally 10 minutes ago, and I am impressed. Tonight is actually, this one that you sent me is actually just edging out just a bit above the regular one that I have, so thank you again, my friend, for sending me this. I gave you a huge shout out earlier, so don't think I didn't pay you some respects for sending me that. Steven said, I'm having lemon tea. I've been sick for the past couple of days, which I could drink. I picked up a couple nice store picks I want to try. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Steven. Hope you're feeling better. Um, oh, shoot. Well, hopefully, if you join the hangout, like, drink some tea with us. I don't care. As long as it's a brown liquid, you know? I guess lemon tea could be lighter, but brownish liquid. Jeffrey Wack, hello again, whiskey friends. Hello to you, Jeffrey. Good to see you. Thank you for the birthday shout out, as well as Kelsey. Good to see you guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Hazmat Picks drinks much cooler. I won't say cool, but I will say they do drink mighty nice. Fred having margaritas tomorrow for his birthday. Oh, are you, Fred? Maybe for Cinco de Mayo. I will probably be drinking margaritas. I don't know. I'm sure I need to. I just got a new mezcal when I was down in Cabo a month and a half ago. So might need to make a margarita with that. Simping, I said simping. Wow, that's a different verb. Sipping tumbling dice 6-year MGP. Nice. I've only had the tumbling dice. I think it was like 3-year or 4-year. It was the more affordable one, but that sounds delicious. Mr. Jigs, cheers to you. Thank you so much for the birthday wish. And yes, the Cliffy bus is coming, especially with this Parker's Heritage. Thank you, Joe, of course, for dropping the links. Yeah, Fred's birthday is coming up too. There's a bunch of May birthdays coming up soon. Tony said, I just poured the Russell's 13, got a bottle of Blue Spot coming in the mail. I overpaid, but just like Wild Turkey 101 12-year, when I saw it, I had to pull the trigger. Hey, some of those opportunities come up. You're willing to like break the bank a little bit. I understand. I've been there. But hey, as long as you enjoy it, then more power to you. By the way, 28 in the chat. That's a higher number than I've had in a while. 31. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying. I'm drinking some Parker's Heritage Heavy Char, one of my favorite pours. So hopefully you have something nice poured and you enjoy the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm not going anywhere. We still got 20 minutes. So I got way more whiskeys to drink than I can drink in 20 minutes. So we'll see how many I get through. Shall I start chugging? I don't want to chug this. I love it so much, but like, I'll drink a little quicker. Shall we? Oof. 120 proof, Heaven Hill goodness. I'm in heaven, quite literally. Roger Randall says drinking Heaven Hill bottled and bond tonight, moving to a Baker's 7. Nice. You know what? I had a bottle of Baker's that I feel like I neglected for a while. It was just like chilling like behind my couch. It's like my like hidden area that like I have way too many bottles that don't fit on my shelves. And there was a Baker's like 7 just chilling there. And I was like, let me go visit this. And I'm like, this was way better than I remember. I think it was one of the 8-year like single barrels of it, but man, that was really good. So I killed that real quick once I realized how good it was. So great pour, Roger. Thank you for drinking along. Chris had saved us a sample of the Parker's, Cliffy, as one of the few I have not had since COVID. Well, Chris, thank you for letting me know. I will absolutely. Hoping to make it for Vegas. I haven't committed fully, but like it's just a little tough because I thought it was Labor Day weekend. I know it's like a little bit different this year. So I should still be able to come, but like I don't know my work schedule yet. So it's a strongly possibly maybe, but just didn't want to commit yet. Let's see, just make sure I didn't miss anything. 4-Leaf Whiskey, what's up? Cheers to you. Thank you so much for the birthday wish. I do have Irish. I'm going to move to Irish. I have one more bourbon to drink, then we're going to switch to Irish. So stay tuned, Stacey. Eric the Barbarian says, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate it. Tommy D, cheers and happy birthday. And Cheech, happy birthday. Love you. Love you too, Cheech, y'all. Y'all guys support Cheech's channel and one of the OG mods here. What mezcal did you get? I'll have to look it up for the hangout. I forget. Big Vic says happy birthday as well. Thank you so much, Big Vic. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Bourbon Baller. Wow. So many people showing up tonight. Richie Z, Blind Cat 420. I think it's the first time seeing you, but welcome. Happy birthday, Bubble Bath Bourbon. I am not quite Bubble Bath Bourbon, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it for him. So is it his birthday too? Mike Franklin in the house. Shredward. Happy birthday. I have a feeling that the likes or someone sent some folks over. So Julie and I share a birthday, which is pretty freaking awesome. So Deathless Dogs is here as well. So many new names. Wow. I'm so glad to see y'all here. Hopefully y'all, I'm live every Thursday night, same time. So if y'all are watching Like Time Whiskey or whoever sent you, stick around, take a break for an hour, or no, not even an hour. Just head on over right after the stream. I'll be here. Top Dog's here as well. Man. Okay. I'm getting caught up. I'm almost caught up. I'm missing a few chats. If I missed your message, feel free to reshare it. Joseph says, happy birthday to you. Oh, I knew that was coming. Joseph. I thought you were saving for my actual birthday, but I appreciate it. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to another special bottle. This one I was very lucky to get this year, thanks to a Bevmo flash sale that I should not have been able to access. But if you live in Southern California, you know Bevmo has the worst liquor store website of all time. Of all time. So I was able to get a bottle of this. So sorry, not sorry. But I got me a bottle of last year's George T. Stagg. This is the one that is 138.7 proof. Yeah, I'm so excited to have a bottle of this. I paid like 130, 140 for it. So cannot complain. But yeah, it's my first Stagg I've ever owned. I've tried quite a few of them, but it's the first one that I've ever owned. So I'm very, very happy to drink a bit of that tonight. We are jumping way up in proof. But oh man, it's so good. Adam Free said decided to go all out. Poured a wee Glen, Parker's Flight, Heart, HC Bird. Wait, HC. Heavy char bourbon, heavy char wheat, and double barrel. Oh man, that sounds amazing. Oh, Cheech said most of us came over from Deathless Dogs. Oh, I appreciate that. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. There's so many people live on Thursdays. I just assumed someone sent some folks over. Hey, Deathless Dogs, I saw you in the chat. Thank you so much for sending people over. I really appreciate that. What time do you guys go? What time do they go on? Because I want to make sure that like I give other people that are live on Thursdays a shout out because I want people to just keep it going all night. That's the way I like it. Like keep drinking. It's a Thursday. It's almost Friday. Friday Eve, as some people say. Sorry about that. Not feeling too well tonight, but wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping in. And if anyone, hey, like I said, if y'all are stopping in and you want to come back, I'm here at Thursday. Hit the subscribe button down below. Really appreciate it. I wanted to try last year's and couldn't get my hands on it. It was last year's the heavy char wheat. You know what? I heard like rumors of that existing. Never saw it. I did the double barrels last year. What is the heavy char wheat? Was that a thing? Are you lying to me, Adam? Why do I feel like heavy char wheat? I've never heard of that before. Had a taste of my George T. Stagg tonight as well. Cheers. Oh, thank you so much, EJ. Cheers to you, my friend. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Eastern, I assume. So 6 p.m. Okay, an hour before. Hey, pregame with them and then come to me for the party and then stick around for the after party on Patreon. Those of you that know, I do an after party for everyone, $10 and up on Patreon. We hang out on Discord. If you're not yet a member of our Discord server, hey, everyone is welcome to join. You don't have to be a patron. It's one of my favorite communities of whiskey folks. Let me drop the link here in the chat. If you're not yet a Discord person, like you're like, what the heck is Discord? Don't worry. It's basically like a message board. But you can, if the notifications are too much, you can turn them off. But there's different channels. There's a sip-in lounge where you can just sit and drink and let people know, hey, I'm having a pour. Come hang out. Come smoke a cigar with me. There's a gaming lounge if you want to stream some video games. It's a really great community. Y'all check out the Discord link. I put the link right there. Seriously, everyone is welcome, whether you're a regular or someone new. Come check out the community. Come realize how amazing this community is, and look forward to seeing you there. I hear people joining. I love that, y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'm very active on there, so so glad to see some people joining. All right, so let's give this George T. Stagg a nose. Oh man, that's really nice. I'm gonna put this back on the screen just in case anyone's like typing it in manually. Man, George T. Stagg is one of those ones that like I feel like it's, I don't know. Do people still talk about it? I feel like when it like a year or two ago, everyone was like obsessed with George T. Stagg. Now I feel like it's not that it's falling out of favor, but I just say I was very, very excited to get a bottle of it. Pin it. How do I do that? I almost put myself in timeout. Did that pin it, Donnie? Let me try something else. Join the Whiskey and Gaming Lounge Discord. Boom. Bam. All right. Let me know if this pins it. We'll find out. It's starred. Maybe it's not pinned. Hold, please. I want to make sure those that want to find it later can find it. So let me. By the way, thank you all to the 4 people that subscribed in the past few minutes. I appreciate it. We're so close to 4,000. We are literally almost 100 away from 4,000. That's so exciting. Not pinned. Okay. I didn't think so. I don't know what stars are for. But they're apparently for something here on Discord. Or not Discord, StreamYard. Oh, that's me. Hello. All right, here we go. Hold on. Bam, it is now pinned. So if anyone's looking for the link, it's up there. All right, this George T. Stag, holy moly. Oof. Oof is all I want to say. It's delicious. I mean, this is high aged Buffalo Trace mash bill number 1, I believe. Same one as Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, Stag Junior, or Stag as they call it now. But it uncut, unfiltered. You can't go wrong with that. Now, I'm very, very lucky. I know that most people can't get a bottle of this, and I shouldn't have been able to get a bottle of it, but I just cheated the system a little bit, which, if your website sucks, don't blame the customer. That's all I got to say. When Whiskey says, last night we were 20 subs away from 2K. Now we are 25 away. I've been losing subscribers too. If you look at my stats, it's like subscribers gained in the last 30 days, -9. Like, yay. Y'all go subscribe to Women Whiskey. Get them back up to at least 20 subs away. Welcome to YouTube, right? Right. Also 15 years old. Oh, I was going to say that they don't have the age statement on anymore. I know they used to, or they used to like imply it. So I didn't know for sure, but yeah, it's old. It's like me. It's half my age. Hey, that's not something I say often. Have something half my age. Something I shouldn't say at this age. I'm just saying that because earlier I said I'm having a whiskey twice my age. How often can you have something twice your age? Don't want to say that about that one yet, but bad joke. I'm sorry. Lil says hi all. She just walked in from visiting her grandma this morning and has to get ready to go to work as well. We are both on afternoon shift. Well, have a pour for me after work. How about that? Cheers to you, Lil. Cheers to you, Chris. Cheers to those who joined the Discord. Yes. Cheers to y'all. Cheers to this community. I love all y'all. All right. We got some more whiskey to drink. We're running out of time. I'm going to save that Stag because it's so freaking good. Let me kill this other sample, and we're going to move on to Irish. I told Stacy to stick around. We're going to move to my favorite Irish whiskey I've ever owned. And I am so sad how low this bottle is. But it's so good. Those of you in Southern California know this bottle very, very well. Well, if you could see it, you'd know it. Sorry, with the green screen, sometimes it's hard to show labels. We're going to peek behind the curtain here because what's more important? The magic or the bottle? Let me do something real quick. It's going to mess everything up for a second, but don't worry. Hold on. This is Redbreast Small Batch Cast Strength. This is a 14-year-old Redbreast Batch B for those curious. There we go. I was like, come on. 14-year-old Redbreast, heavily sherried Redbreast. One of my all-time favorite pours of all time. All-time favorite pours of all time, but you get the gist. Was a very limited release in Southern California. This is the K&L Select. Yeah, bottled for K&L Wine and Spirits. It's just this. If you are a sherried Irish whiskey lover, this is heaven. I mean, it's the most like I want a candle of this whiskey that I own. It's sweet. It's cookie. It's a little bit of those like raisin characteristics. It's so dang good. I'm just going to drink it. I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm just going to drink it because it's my freaking birthday. Almost. Oh, man, that finish. It's so... As a Redbreast fan, someone that loves just regular Redbreast cast strength, this is miles and miles away. It's so rich, intense, fruity, oaky. It's, as Fred says, too good. It is too good. And I cannot believe they never made more releases of it. Everyone that's tried it that I know has just absolutely been in love with it. And it's just mind-blowing. Women of Whiskey says, never found a Redbreast that I didn't love. I agree with you there. I honestly think they're like a premium. I would say a premium Irish whiskey compared to like the standard like Jameson and all that stuff. They're a next step up, and they really can turn someone into a whiskey lover. I've always felt that. If you were someone that just drinks Jameson, or like I know someone that like they they are a beginner to whiskey, and they said, I love Jameson. I recommended Redbreast because that's the next step. It has some of the similar flavors. I mean, Middleton, right? But it brings so much more character, especially the 12-year, 15-year. Do I need to be alone with that Redbreast? I probably naughty things would happen if I was alone with this Redbreast. Never found a breast I didn't love. Oh God, we knew that was going there, Joseph. Man, I just wanted to have a pour of this because it's one of my favorite. It's my favorite Irish, so had to have it. But we got one more pour. We got 4 minutes left. Someone, Vadim, I'm calling you out again. I know you're not going to watch this, but you said, "Oh, he's just going to drink corn whiskey." Well, Vadim, I had to grab one bottle that I think is probably my favorite. I just revealed it a little bit. My favorite peated Scotch I own at the moment. This was a limited release from 2 years ago, I believe. No, actually, it may be 3 years ago now. Y'all remind me. This is Laphroaig Cargis. This is the PX cask, Pedro Jimenez cask strength, coming in at focus 58.9%, 117.8 proof. This is a sherry bomb, and wait till you see the color on this baby. Yes, it's peated. I know a lot of y'all here are like, oh, ew, I don't like peat, which, more power to you. Everyone has their taste. This is so intensely sherried that I think even if you're not a peat lover, which I am, you might find something in this bottle that you appreciate. Look at the color on that. It's hard to see, but this is really dark. I mean, my shirt's red, right? So you see a little bit how dark this is. There's no age statement. It is cask strength. I don't believe there's an age statement on it. Yeah. It says one of the most richly flavored of all Scotch whiskeys, and I cannot argue that. Cliffy never found a wood or a nut that he doesn't love. Debatable. But I appreciate the sentiment. I agree with women whiskey never found a... EJ, I got you. Oh, I have the same bottle. Let me join you. Yes, please, Alexander. This one is so good. I think I've had a couple of the Cargis. I've had the wine and there was one that was wine and something. What was it called? Port. It wasn't port and wine. It was like, forget. It's been a while since that one came out, but it was good. But this one's the only one that blew my mind. Now, last year they had the Warehouse X or Warehouse H. It was a specific Warehouse release that I thought was good. Wasn't quite as amazing as this was to me. As you can tell, I'm a bourbon channel, so I'm struggling with these facts, but I have a good general idea of what it was. Michelle said, "Gonna jump out. Everyone hit the like before the stream ends. Totally helps the channel. It really does. It seriously does. I know people don't think it does, but it boosts things up really, very, really nicely. So I appreciate that. And cheers to you, Michelle. Y'all go check out Women Whiskeys again." Lil said, "Happy birthday. Cheers to you. Thank you so much." I thought those were donuts for a second. I thought it was funny because my coworkers got me donuts yesterday to celebrate. But it looks like, is that a cake? I can't even tell. I think it's a cake. Why have I never seen this emoji? Is this a chocolate cake emoji? Is it flan? What am I looking at? I think it's chocolate cake. Why have I never seen this emoji before? Well, good to know that exists. I thought it was a donut, though. I mean, I love cake and donuts, so I can't. Oh, man. I nosed this Laphroaig for the first time tonight, and I'm still in heaven. As much as I love the sweetness of that Irish, this Laphroaig is just taking me places. It's taking me places. So this will be the final pour of the night. Cheers to all y'all new folks and regulars. For those of you that are our patrons, don't worry, we're still doing our after party hangout. If you want to join Patreon, you can join for as little as $2 a month. Patreon.com/bourbonbites. I'll put a little banner up here. This one, let's see. There's a 30-day free trial to the $10 tier, which is the level to get their after party hangout. So if you want to try it out, maybe you're new to Discord, maybe you're new to the channel, and you want to see what is a Bourbon Bites legendary hangout that you've heard all about, I'm sure. What is it like? Tonight's going to be special because CLIFFY'S is here. So if you want to try that out and get in on that, patreon.com/bourbonbites. But you can join for as little as $2 a month. I don't want to miss Super Chat that just came in. Shout out to Alexander, says, "Cheers. This Laphroaig PX Cargis is among my top 5 whiskeys of all time. Happy birthday and congrats on your AARP membership." Fun fact, you can actually join without being, 55? I haven't done it yet, but I've heard that you get some pretty good discounts and benefits on things. So I need to look into that. But you know what? Maybe I should sign up. 30 is the year, right? Close enough to 50 at this point. Cheers to you, Alexander. This is actually, I've not had a sip of this yet, but I'll drink it with you. Thank you for pouring a glass with me tonight. Cheers to you, and thank you for the super chat. Oh my God. I see what's in your top 5 of all time. This is incredible. I had the opportunity to buy multiples and I didn't, and I sorely regret that. Such a fantastic. Even if you're not the biggest Pete fan, this has so much other character from those PX casks. It's fruity, it's sweet, it's desserty. It's like all the flavor that you get in a bourbon and then some. I would recommend this to anyone. There's the donut emoji. I appreciate that. It's a birthday cake. I feel like I've never seen the chocolate cake. Why have I never seen that before? If I was a wrench, I'd plug you. I don't know how to take that, Richie Z. I don't know how to take that. If you mean plugging my link, then you know what? Maybe you should be a wrench. If you mean something else, then maybe you should also be a wrench. We'll talk. Just kidding. All right. Cheers, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, it's been so great hanging with so many new faces and regulars. Of course, if you want to come back, I'm here every Thursday, same time, same place. Hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell button, and turn on all notifications to be notified when I go live, especially if you're new and you're not quite used to my schedule. It does help. I promise I won't spam you. But I just want to say thank you to Plug Equals Promote. I thought so. But it's my birthday. Maybe I'm looking for a little more. Just kidding, Richie. Cheers to y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all next week. Like I said, new work schedule. I do have to go in the office on Thursdays. So forgive me. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me backtrack. I won't be live next week. We have a live show. The Academy of Country Music Awards on Prime Video. If y'all are curious to watch live, I'm on that show. Not like on it, but like it's my show, my project. So I won't be live because I'll be in the room, like making sure everything goes smoothly. But I won't be live next week, but I will be on the following week. So make sure to tune in. That'll be May the 18th. I'll make sure to do something special since I haven't. I'll be skipping a week. So cheers to y'all. Thank you so much for. Okay, everyone's surprised Richie Z is not a mod. Here we go. Richie Z is now. There's different categories of mods now. Sure. Richie Z is now a mod, so congratulations on becoming the next French on my channel. All right, cheers, y'all. Have a great day. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my birthday with my patrons on our after party hangout over on Discord. Hey, like I said, if you're not yet on Discord, links up there. Join the community. Join Patreon to get access to some VIP lounges, some exclusive rooms, and our monthly movie night where we watch retro 80s movies. We do it once a month. We hang out in the chat. It's so much fun. All the details are at patreon.com/bourbonbites. But until next time, cheers. Happy birthday to me. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in 2 weeks. Have a good one. Thank y'all so much. I'm looking for the button. There's the button. Goodbye.